All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Sunday, March 31st. I'm going to breeze through this slate real quick. We're going to start with point guard. We got Luka Magic, 12.6K. Now, before I even start, I've seen a lot of people ruled out for Sunday. I've seen people ruled out, more people ruled out for Sunday than for Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So I already know some hocus pocus stuff is going to go on today. So just be careful when you make your lineups and make sure you keep your eye on it and make sure you keep, like, I know a lot of people don't even play on the weekends because of the nonsense that goes on with the NBA. But if you are going to play, keep your eyes on your notifications because I already know something's going to happen, especially we getting close to the playoffs. You know how they give it up, so just be careful. Luka Magic 12-6. Um, he's all right, but he's a good play. But when you have Houston and you have Jalen Green and you have Van Vliet who's found himself, not Van Vliet, Jalen Green is a 10K player now. Um, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. He's been doing it. Look what we're looking at. Last 5 games: 40, 56, 47, 68, and 58. He's a 10K player. He's 9K. Jalen Green is a lock. If he goes out there and has a dud, it doesn't matter. We're still the correct play. Jalen Green's a lock. Jalen Brunson, best point guard in the East. Don't at me. I usually take time before I give somebody a crown. I take time before I say something about a player. Jalen Brunson is the best guard in the East. Don't argue with me. He is. He's better than Lillard right now, and he's better than Halliburton right now. He's been consistent all season, and even when the team had all types of injuries, he went out there and played. When you played him for fantasy, whether you paid 8.5, 9.5, 9K, whatever you paid for him, he always went out there and tried. We just watched this whole NBA season where half the league doesn't even try. You know what I'm saying? So Jalen Brunson, best point guard in the East. Fire him up. Kyrie's absolutely in play. When you see Kyrie out here dunking, you know he's feeling good. Fire him up. Maxey. If you watch my channel, you know I'm never thrilled with Maxey. 40, 39, 37, 53, 40. But I will give him this. He's taking the shots, and the rest of his team is trash. So I really can't hold it. I don't have nothing personal against him. That team is trash. If his team was a little bit better, the team without Embiid, the Embiid-less Sixers, if they were a little bit better, he would look a little bit better. So I got to give him a pass. But 8,700, if we get enough value, and if you get Maxey and Green or Brunson in one lineup, that'd be nice. Curry, I'm done with Curry till the playoffs. He went into Charlotte and laid an egg. I don't care if they won. It's not my job to care about if they win or lose. It's my job to know that I rostered them and they gave me back 6 times value. You feel me? Nothing personal, just business. Listen, Curry's in a good matchup against the Spurs, but when everybody else on his team is playing well, he doesn't need to do anything. So he's 8.5 for a reason. I'd rather play Van Vliet, to be honest with you. Fire up Van Vliet, Harden. I'm not interested in Harden on a Sunday. You know he in the strip club right now. Every Sunday he plays like trash. And I get people texting me and sending me messages. What happened to the Clippers? Well, they went out last night. That's what happened to the Clippers. No Harden for me on the weekends. Austin Reeves is in play. Vassell's in play. D'Angelo Russell, absolutely in play. No Kobe White for me against Minnesota. I mean, he's an okay play, but I don't think I'm going to need him. Amen Thompson, 7K. I'm going to put him right in the lineup next to Van Vliet. Hope for a close game. Rozier's okay in a tight matchup, but not tight matchup, in a good matchup, but I don't like playing Miami, guys. I don't. You don't need them, to be honest with you. This should be a matchup where you roster Rozier against a bad Washington defense, and you still don't know how it's going to go. Patty Mills could go out there and hit 7 threes. Butler could show up and decide he wants to play. Like, anything could happen in Miami. I'm good. I like to play players where the offense goes through them. Houston, I know who's the offense gonna run through. New York, I know who the offense is gonna run through. The Lakers, I know who the offense is gonna run through. Miami, any one of those guys that have a great game. The other day, Thomas Bryant went off. You see what I'm saying? Jordan Poole, tough matchup. He's still in play at 6,800. Giddy with no SGA. Giddy's showing you that. All right. If SGA doesn't play, Giddy's too cheap, and Giddy's showing us that he is he's top tier. Last 4 games, 43, 43, 49, 46 fantasy points. If SGA doesn't play, he's locked of the night. He's like slightly better value than Jalen Green because you don't need as much fantasy points in return for him to pay this off. 6.7K, come on, fire him up. And you're seeing something else. It's like the DeJounte Murray effect. When they're playing behind their stars to give you half the production, they might as well trade him, flip him, right, and get something back, something that they need. They need something. They need size because Jalen Williams is no real power forward. They need size, somebody to help Chet. That's what I think they need. But who am I? I ain't no GM. Who else is here? Schroeder against LA. He's in play. The Seminoles in play. If the Seminoles doesn't play, Kobe White, DeRozan gets a little bit of a bump. I'm not going to say Caruso. He's in the locker room every single game. McBride is in play. Absolutely. He's going to start, play 40 minutes, and he's going to chuck whenever Jalen Green doesn't have the ball. That's it, Jalen Brunson. You know what I mean. Trey Jones is in play. Bobby Brown, 5,500. No, thank you. Bruce Brown, but you know I like to call them names. Trey Mann is okay, 5.5K. Chris Paul is in play. If he starts. Not interested in Conley. He is in the player pool. Mitchell is in the player pool, but I'm not interested in him. Not interested in the rest of these guys, to be honest. No Keaton Wallace for me. And if SGA is out, then you could play one of the other guards not named Keaton Wallace. Either Aaron Wiggins or Isaiah Joe. We'll get to them in a second. Anthony Edwards, if he plays, he's in play. Paul George. Paul George is in a player pool, but I think I might stay away from the Clippers. They're in a prime spot, but I've seen them lay down on a couple Sundays, and makes me think, what are you doing on that Saturday night, guys? Cam Thomas is absolutely in play. Him and somebody from the Lakers are going to be in a shootout. Maybe Russell, maybe Braun, maybe Reeves, but one of them. They're going to be going back and forth. Cam Thomas is absolutely in play. DiVincenzo's in play. Mikal Bridges, you throw him in the trash. Brandon Miller's in play. Kelly Oubre, you could take a shot. If Klay Thompson is out, Chris Paul will start. He's in play. I'm done with Toronto. No Grady Dick for me. Powell, I'm not interested in. Buddy Hield, I'm not interested in. If Cam Whitmore's back, that throws a little bit of a monkey wrench into Houston. Everybody else's usage goes down just a little. Keep your eye on that. Freeman Liberty, no thank you. Patty Mills, no thank you. I play Patty Mills at the bare minimum, not 4K. And I don't care how well he's playing. I'm not paying 4K for Patty Mills on Miami. No Tim Hardaway, no Champagne, no Moody. Isaiah Joe off the bench is fine if there's no SGA. And where's Aaron Wiggins at? Aaron Wiggins is not a shooting guard? Or do they have him at small forward? He's probably small forward. Fine. No problem. Braun's in play. Kawhi, not interested. I won't even be surprised Now that I think about it, if these guys they turn questionable tomorrow. If they go from fully active with nothing wrong with them to questionable by midday tomorrow, I wouldn't even be surprised. Jimmy Butler 8.3. He's an okay play. If I play in a few lines, I throw him in one. DeRozan's in play. Josh Hart's in play. Avdi is in play. Tobias Harris if you're desperate. No Hashimura for me. Andrew Wiggins. I thought that was Aaron Wiggins for a second. I'm about to jump out my window. Andrew Wiggins is in play. Gets a bump if there's no Klay Thompson. He's been playing better. Play him now while he's this price. Hawkes Jr. not interested. Kyle Anderson not interested. Lou Dort, no thank you. Finney Smith, no thank you. Aaron Wiggins is 3,700, and he may start if there's no SGA. So Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins are your value pieces. Don't say I ain't never tell you nothing. All right, let's go to power forward. Before we go to power forward, if you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up the video. If you're struggling to cash, you need help, you want me to send you my finalized optimal lineups, no problem. Check out the Patreon link in the description. We have all types of tiers for all the sports. There's probably going to be no baseball video tonight because, first of all, I don't know what's going on with FanDuel, but I can't see any MLB slates on there. And then main slate starts in like 12 hours anyway, so it doesn't really make sense for me to make a video. If you guys need lineups or you need, you don't know how to play baseball, but you want to play, you want lineups, check out the Patreon. And then I have like 3 different MLB tiers. I have MLB main slate. I have all MLB, which we do early slate, main slate, late slate. And then we have the MLB NBA combo. So if you want to play, you can check it out. Link in the description. We also have our super chats open, and we do have channel memberships, and the gold memberships do get you lineups also. Let's go to power forward, and let's wrap this shit up. AD against Brooklyn. Claxton's going to be pretty busy trying to contain Anthony Davis. 10.3K he's in play. LeBron's in play 9.9K. Kuzma, you might as well not play because they stand no chance. What benefit does Kuzma get playing if he's not feeling well against Miami? They can't beat Miami. Barrett, what's the purpose of him coming out? I don't understand the NBA. They should can these guys to the rest of the season so they could come back next season fresh. NBA does everything backwards. Jalen Williams is in play 7,500. Nas Reed's in play 6,800. I know he had a down game, so expect a bounce back game. If Kuminga's out, Paul, Wiggins get a little bit of a bump, and Trace Jackson Davis get a bump. Jabari Smith's in play. I'm not playing Draymond Green. He got emotional issues. Kispert, you can take a shot, get the bump if Kyle can't play. No Dylan Brooks for me. If Jovic can't go, it doesn't even benefit anybody because they play like 15 guys. The rest of these guys I'm not touching, to be honest with you. Let's go to center. Let's wrap this up. Let's get out of here. Wemby, lock him in. Nobody to play. Nobody to even stay in his shadow, to be honest with you. Wemby's a lot. There's a lot of good plays on this slate. Bam's in play. I'd rather spend up for Wemby. Wemby's generational. Vooch 8K is in play. Tough matchup. Gobert 7.5 in play. Holmgren is okay at 7.2. No Olynyk for me. No thank you. Claxton's in play at 6.6. See, if Anthony Davis is going to play 34 to 38 minutes or 40 minutes, that means Claxton's going to have to be on the court to match those minutes. That makes Claxton a good play. He's over a 1 fantasy point per minute player anyway, so expect a big night for Claxton. But don't forget, AD is a tremendous defensive player. Trace Jackson Davis 5'9", another staple in my lineup if there's no Kuminga. Gafford's an okay play. Bagley going to be in a rough matchup. Hartenstein's going to play at 5.4K. He's not the lock that he should be because of his minutes, but he's all right. Zubac, if you could get a couple of those stars out of off the Clippers, Zubac looks a lot better against Charlotte. But right now, seems like everybody's playing. He's still in a good spot though, but I want to be real selective with my center spot. Nick Richards, no thank you. Paul Reed, Londale, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you. What we got to pay attention to is if Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson are both out, they're probably going to start Jericho Sims. But when he's not on the court, they're probably going to put Josh Hart at center. So we got to keep an eye on news like usual. And Jericho Sims is what? Minimum? I can't even find him on here. $3K. So there's that. All right, well, I'm going to go in and get out of here. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my video. Not subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. Check out Patreon, link in the description if you need me to send you lineups. Super chats are open. Channel memberships are open. Gold channel memberships get you lineups also. Thank you for watching. Hope you had a profitable Saturday night. And I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.